Alright, what's up, guys? I got some cool stuff to show. Lots of progress again last night. Very much on track to being able to have everything all ready to go for a nice patch on the 23rd for the big sale. Um, so it's fully working now. You can build revulsion levels in the multiplayer in-game level editor. Ah, man, I gotta be careful because a lot of people are probably going to think I'm talking about Revulsion being multiplayer. The level editor is multiplayer, Revulsion is a single player game. I really need to be careful about that, and I apologize if I've confused anybody. I'll make sure that when I do the new description of the game, I explain that the level editor is multiplayer, not the game, because I don't want anyone to get mad at me for false advertising and stuff. Okay, so with that said, tonight I will walk through the steps. I'll go through the steps right now. I was gonna do it tonight, but my sleeping habits have become so fucked up because I've been working so much that I don't know. I don't know what tonight technically even means anymore. It could be 6 in the afternoon for all I fucking know. Anyway, I'm gonna go through all the steps that are needed in order for you to actually take a level from the in-game multiplayer level editor and put it into Revulsion. So the first thing I'm going to show is what Revulsion will look like when you're just playing regular. All right. So you see, I'm at the sanctuary. You go up to the fast travel. Whoops. Pretend you didn't see that. It wasn't supposed to be seen right away. I forgot that I had to cancel the mission. Alright, so you'll notice that there's a new tab over here called Custom. And it says, hello, Revulsion now supports the ability for anyone to build custom levels using a multiplayer level editor. This functionality is very new and is currently a work in progress. You can find a link to download the level editor on the Revulsion Steam discussion forum. I'll also be putting up the links on my Twitter and all that jazz and everything like that. There'll be links everywhere. You'll notice that there's additional options as well. I'll get into this a little bit later, but you can add a new map using this button right here. So you just type in the file name of the map. You only need to add the first level. So if you have a level that has like 8 like a map pack of like 8 ones, you only need to add the first one in this list, and then it'll turn it into a mission, and in which case you can play all the way through to the end, of all 8 maps properly, like organically, without having to actually type in all 8 of them. You only need to do the first one. Okay, I'll go into these other ones a little bit later. So let's see. Okay, so let me get into the Okay, so here, this is the level editor. This is the multiplayer in-game level editor, which is, its executable is called Revulsion 2 because that's basically what it's going to be. Down the road, it will be Revulsion 2. For now, it is the Revulsion SDK. And I'm actually thinking that Revulsion 2's name is going to be different. It's going to be like Revu X2 or something like that. I'm going to give it a kind of a weirder name because I'm going to be going a little bit it's gonna, like, my ideas for the new game are gonna be a lot more technological. So there's gonna be a lot of philosophy around transhumanism and stuff like that. Um, anyway, with that said, you'll notice that I have 3 different maps that that I have sitting in the save folder in the editor, and you'll notice that map 00, so PvE map 00 has hub 01 is the required progress tag. If you put hub 01 as the required progress tag, it'll always show up no matter what, but you can also just leave it blank with the 3 dashes. It'll purposely look for the 3 dashes, and if it sees 3 dashes, it just allows it into the list. But you can make it so, like, you have a pack of, like, you can make like 30 fucking maps, and within those 30 maps is like 5 different packs or something like that, right? And you want the player to play them in order, So it goes from this one to the next one. You go, well, you give it a completion tag, and then the next map you make the completion, whatever the completion tag of the previous map, you make that your required progress tag. And then what the game will do is it'll make it so that um, if if you don't if you complete one map, then the next map will appear in the list. Kind of like the way Revulsion already does it with its own maps. Um, so yeah, okay. With that said, okay, we know that the maps are already there. There isn't really any reason for me to actually go into the level editor at the moment. Um, I can, that can be like another video. So I'm gonna exit out of this, and I'm going to go back to this, and I'm gonna open up the file browser. All right, so we got PVE map 00 and PVE map 01, right? I'm going to copy these, and then I'm going to put them into the save folder in Revulsion. Now, this is a little bit more convoluted for actual Revulsion, the shipping build of it that you're going to have, because you're going to have to find the save folder sitting on app data and on your C drive. And I apologize for this. If it's possible that I could just get this shit connected to the Steam Workshop so that it's automatic, like you just click download and you grab somebody's levels, that would be fucking ideal, and I would really like that. I don't know how to do that, but that would be like the better way to handle this, I think, in my opinion. So anyway, for now, for at least for a little while, you'll be required to find the app data folder for the map and then go to the save folder. You're going to have to do that with the new version of Revulsion anyway, because this new patch changes the name of the executable, and it used to be Project Stray. Didn't even make any sense. Now it's just called Revulsion, which is the name of the game, like it's supposed to be called. Um, so when you first open up the the newest version of Revulsion, what's going to happen is it's going to look like all your save files are gone, and you're going to have to find the app data folder and plop your new stuff into the new folder. Sorry, I apologize, guys. I don't know why it's like that. It just is. All right. So with that said, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna grab this. Okay. So I go into custom, and I go. So you notice that there was two maps. There was a 00 and there was a 01. We're only going to focus on 00 because you only need to type in the name of the first map in the list. PVE map 01. I don't know why it appeared twice. Alright. Well, obviously there's some kinks here. Let's see. Oh, you know what oh, okay. Okay, I know what the bug is. I can probably have that bug fixed tonight. Anyway, so basically there's an organic list of stuff on your on each character. There's a list of custom maps that that you're gonna have, and that list never gets pruned. So if you've previously loaded a level, then it'll, even if you delete the file, it'll still think that it's there, and then it'll re-add it later or something. It's a little bit confusing. Well, anyway, so the new features right here. This is the correct version right up here on the top. You'll notice that there are new options. You can choose what difficulty you want to play the level at. You see how it automatically changes it to like Revulsion. You can play it on Revulsion difficulty. You choose your difficulty. Rather than like what I did with Dark Fortress, where I just made it so that the difficulty is just replaying the map. When it comes to custom levels, you can just choose what difficulty you want to play it on, and then you also notice though it's level 8, right? I have a level 25 character, so I want to be able to enjoy this mission, right? Well, so what you do is you click level sync, and it bumps it to my level. So I could be a level 100 player. Like I could have like fucking maxed out everything. I could be level 100. All I gotta do is click the level sync thing, and then I can play this mission at my level. All right. So like that means that you don't have to worry about like whether or not people can actually legit play your levels at the proper level range and all that stuff. If somebody's a new player, they can go ahead and play it at its proper level range. Now the level ranges work a little bit different in custom maps too. They have a range between one number and another number, a bigger number. And whatever your level is between those numbers is what the level of everything will spawn at. So it syncs to your level within a range, and then it stops. All right, but if you put level sync on, it just makes it so that it's your level no matter what. All right, so let's go to Death Spiral, or well, I guess I really probably should like add like real maps or something like that. But I go ahead and I load up the level. And I'm in. I'm in the first level. The first level, PvE 00, was just a test, really, honestly, to to see if I have the level loading, working correctly. I'm going to be working really hard on making sure that these levels end up actually looking like real levels, that it's possible to use a level editor to build stuff that actually doesn't look like a bunch of grid blocks and stuff like that. It's going to be like this for a little while. But I'm working on it. I'm working on it, okay? So anyway, this is a level exit, and it brought me into the next map. Boom. Now, one of the other things, too, about the new maps is that I'm going to have it so that music plays all the time. This was actually kind of an interesting experience. A lot of people, BZ Plasma mentioned this as well. He mentioned that like why isn't there any music playing? There's no these, it's so quiet. Like this actually wasn't just BZ Plasma. There's a lot of people mentioned that it was just like really weird feeling that you know what I mean, like it's just really silent. There isn't a lot going on. Like I'm gonna try and have it so that it picks music according to like, it just has more active music. So let's see. And you'll notice that once I used the fast travel, I appeared at the fast travel, and it's working correctly on that front, everything like that. And I think you guys have already seen me. You guys have already seen me playing. Yep, the loot's all working now. The monsters are all appearing since I level synced. So this means that you can enjoy all of the new maps that I'm gonna make, and others will make at with your level 100 maxed out character. Oh god. And no, but you don't really have to worry about what level you currently are. So this particular save game is a little bit borked because I've been doing a lot of dev work with it. So like the progress tag for what key I have and stuff like that, it's a little messed up. Progress tags are just things that are used, it's just a string of text that I check for on the player. It's an array where I could tell like stuff that you've done before and stuff like that. Oops. Oh, no. Okay. Okay. Alright. And that's about it. Tonight I'm going to make sure that there's, I work out any other kinks, and I'm going to make sure that I work out any other kinks. I don't know why I used that. That's kind of funny thing to say. It's correct. It's just weird. And and make sure that you can actually properly end the mission by allowing you to exit into the mission end room where you can collect your power crystal thingy and get your experience point bonus and all that blah 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 jazz. So with that said, there's a couple of things I need to release. I have to also release a new version of the level editor. The level editor is up for download at the moment, but it currently kind of it needs some things fixed. So let's see. So now when I come back to the level after I use the fast travel node, you'll notice that I'm back to where I was. Now, I have plans on how to do the auto map and everything like that. Again, that is currently, it's like one of the few things that I need to get, addressed. It looks like the key spawned again for some reason. I think because this save game is borked, and I'm just gonna have to make a new save game. These are bugs there are some bugs that might appear that aren't going to appear for other people simply because I've just done so much with this particular save file. But that's pretty much it. That's pretty much how it works. You copy the file into the folder and then you start it up and you type in add, and you can add any map you want, any map that anyone else has made into the into the game, into the fast travel thingy, and then you can level sync it so that you can use your favorite character that you've worked super hard to get to like level 100, and you can play at that level on the hardest difficulty or the easiest difficulty, which is just normal. There is no easy difficulty apparently. And there you go. Alright guys, so yeah, there'll be some more progress, but the next couple of days most of my energy is going to be in updating the store page for the game and stuff like that. If you guys have any suggestions on what I should do to improve the store page, like the description of the game, like stuff like that, I'm probably just gonna go through. I'm gonna simplify things and make it better and get better screenshots and get some footage that I can actually use for a trailer. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. So, yeah, I guess that's all there is to say. Alright, take it easy, guys, and stay tuned for more.